Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dr. Jeff Culbert, Schooley's Mountain Chiropractic Center. Today I wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk to you about building a healthy immune system. And, we are getting into what is traditionally known as cold and flu season. So at this stage of the game, the good news is the COVID numbers are way down. And if you look at things statistically right now, the common cold is outnumbering COVID 5-1. So this is great because we're getting beyond the COVID craziness and we're getting back to what is a normal routine of having a cold season and a flu season. And because we've been masked up, isolated indoors and away from people, a lot of people are experiencing a suppressed or decreased immune system. So we want to talk today a little bit about what goes on and is involved in your immune system and what are some of the things that you can easily do to keep this immune system boosted throughout the course of the year. So without any further ado, let's go over what is the immune system. The immune system is your system that keeps you healthy and well. It keeps the outside environment and bugs that want to attack you on the outside and leaves your inside to be clean and to do what it needs to do to fight off these bugs all the time. So when we break down to the immune system, I often ask patients, what do you think your immune system consists of? And a lot of times they'll say my white blood cells, that go and eat like Pac-Man eats a little ghosts. It consists of my liver, it consists of my lymph nodes, it consists of my lymph glands, and that is just a fraction of what your immune system consists of. Believe it or not, your largest amount of your immune system is your skin. Your skin acts as a physical barrier to keep everything out from the inside of your body. So again, what are some of the things that you can do to keep your skin healthy and well? Obviously, bathe every day. When there's a cut in the integrity of the skin, put a Band-Aid on, some antiseptic, antimicrobial type of gel, and keep it covered and protected so that, again, it helps to keep the infection out. The nice thing is, again, you have a healthy nervous system, you're going to have a healthy immune system. The reason why that works is because the nervous system controls and coordinates the function of everything that goes on in your body. So when we're going to talk about having a healthy immune system, the first thing I want to know, within the first 24 hours of you feeling like a cold or a flu is coming on, please get onto the phone, call our office, call your regular chiropractor, whatever you got to do, but within that first 24 hours, get into a chiropractic office and get your immune system adjusted by way of the cervical spine, upper cervicals, lower cervicals, mid-thoracics, lower thoracics. The other thing that we can do, especially in an office that specializes in applied kinesiology, we will check the variety of different points on your immune system. We'll check your frontal sinuses, your maxillary sinuses, your drainage out of your head and neck. We'll check your liver. We'll check, believe it or not, check your digestive system, because what goes on in your digestive system can often impact what's going on with your immune system. You have something known as your ileocecal valve. If that ileocecal valve is open, toxins that should be being processed through your small intestine into your large intestine where all the water gets absorbed and then your feces are formed and passes out as a bowel movement. Well, if the ileocecal valve is open, then what can end up happening is that ileocecal valve will allow toxins to come back into your system. As those toxins get absorbed through the small intestine, that what ends up happening is your immune system is going to be fighting those toxins and not necessarily fighting the bugs that it should be doing. So not only do you have to worry about the ileocecal valve, but you want to pay attention to the liver, make sure that the liver is functioning. The other thing we pay attention to when we're checking what I call the internals is your adrenal glands. When your adrenal glands are fatigued and pooped out, your ability to handle stress drops. The other thing that we notice is that your immune system typically has a drop in its functionality by about 50%. So again, when you're overstressed, it's going to have an impact on what your ability to fight off disease and infirmity is, because you are simply overwhelmed, your adrenal glands shut down, and then your immune system drops down by 50%. The other thing you're going to start to notice when your immune system drops down 50% and the adrenals are down 50%, your ligament integrity also goes off a little bit. So when you are fighting a cold, a flu, it's not uncommon. Not only do you have the fever, the chills, but you're also going to start to notice body aches. And those body aches are caused because the ligament system drops down by 50%. Your joints get sloppy, the muscles get tight, the tendons get irritated and inflamed. So that's why some of those symptoms occur. The other thing to build a healthy immune system, and I don't want to disparage any profession, but I do have to warn you, certain medical procedures do cause your immune system to drop. So if we're talking about you're going to go out and get a flu shot. Flu shots they say will help boost your immune system and fight off the flu. The problem with the immune system and getting the flu shot is the additives and preservatives that are typically added in with most flu shots, they have an impact on weakening your immune system for up to the first 2 weeks. So sometimes after a flu shot, you may notice that you're feeling like you're catching a cold, you just don't feel up to snuff with what's going on with your health and well-being because of your immune system. And then what ends up happening is your body adapts to and accommodates to those things getting processed and pushed through your immune system, being detoxified, and then your immune system bounces back. So again, be careful sometimes of certain procedures medically. Getting immunizations, especially with the preservatives, can tend to weaken your immune system. Also remember that, again, flu shot is only going to be on an average 40% effective in any given year. So again, if you get sick within the first 2 weeks after getting a flu shot, remember, that's the preservatives having an effect on your immune system. Getting sick after those 2 to 3 weeks after getting the flu shot, that's because you weakened state in your immune system where the flu is going to hit you and you're just going to get it. The other thing you want to be careful of is, again, other medical procedures, surgeries, anesthesias, all of those things tend to weaken your immune system. So if you're going in for a particular surgery or you've got to undergo anesthesia for any particular reason, always remember that certain medical procedures are always going to have an impact on your immune system, make you a little bit vulnerable for a little while. Again, the other thing that I want to concentrate on, I know I'm bouncing around a little bit, I want you to pay attention to drinking lots and lots and lots of water. The more water and the more hydrated you are, the more fluid that lymphatic system is, the easier it is to move things through. If you're a little bit dehydrated, that lymph acts as sludge and crud, and bugs and bacteria find it a perfect breeding ground. The other thing is you want to pay attention to is upping your vitamin game. A lot of vitamin C, a lot of vitamin D, just as you were doing when you were fighting COVID, okay, and trying to avoid all of those problems with that. Vitamin C, vitamin D, really major players. Again, especially for the lungs, water and vitamin C are the primary nutrients. So if you want to try to make sure your lungs are healthy to fight off pneumonia, common cold, coughs, sneezes, all of that stuff associated with it, pay attention to your vitamin C. Also with your diet, pay attention to plenty of fruits and vegetables. These things are hugely rich in vitamins and minerals. And one study out of England found a number of years ago that the more vegetarian-oriented your diet was, the more you had like twice the immune fighting capability of a non-vegetarian. So there are huge benefits to water-rich foods, vitamins, minerals, again, whole foods, fresh and clean vegetables as much as you can do with the fruits. Really tremendously important. Along with that, they've also found on the emotional scale that anybody who feels a state of love and being supported by those people that they care most about also have a boosted immune system. So pay attention to your relationships. And if you don't have anybody that you're particularly close with and you have a pet, that is also immune enhancing. They say having a cat, having a dog, having a goldfish, just something in your life that you can share love and affection to helps to boost your immune system. And it would be remiss if I said, didn't say something about chiropractic and chiropractic care. Because again, getting your nervous system and your immune system in sync is invaluable. As I mentioned earlier on in the video, getting your neck adjusted when that's coming on, getting your upper back adjusted, your mid-lower back adjusted. Again, all of these areas have connections to the immune system, and by getting these areas adjusted, you tremendously increase your ability to fight off disease and infirmity because of common colds, flus, virus, and the like. Along with getting adjusted, there are certain therapies that we can do in the office that when you are sick will help your immune system to get boosted. It's not uncommon. People are coming in with lung congestion, sinus congestion, that we may end up doing some cold laser over the lung points, over the sinus points. We may add in some ultrasound because these things help decrease the inflammation and swelling in tissue, as well as improve circulation and help with the lymph fluid drainage when we're using either a combination of ultrasound or cold laser, one versus the other or both together, along with that chiropractic adjustment. There are kids that come in with ear infections. Again, there's things that we can do with the cranium, adjusting the TMJ, certain cranial faults such as a temporal bone, parietal bone, sphenoids. Those will help us to improve the drainage. And again, the cold laser can be really extremely helpful when we have a kid with clogged ears or eustachian tubes. Applying the cold laser, whether it's with a little acrylic wand or just using the cold laser over the ear, again, helps tremendously. So as we are entering cold and flu season, we are going to be under a tremendous amount of stress. Please do me a big favor. Pay attention to how much stress you're dealing with at a particular point in time. Find ways to de-stress. Go out and get some exercise, get a nap, meditate, visualize, all of these things that will help you decrease stress. But remember, we are approaching the holiday times, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. These are all joyous occasions, and while they do create a lot of stress, try to be remembering to be as happy as you possibly can. Laugh abundantly. Remember the age-old saying, laughter is the best medicine. So laughter to help de-stress. Make sure you're eating well. Lots of water, lots of fruits and vegetables. Stay away from the white flours, the salts, and the sugars. Those things tend to clog you up and keep you unhealthy. Lots of rest, plenty of sleep, good quality and quantity of sleep. Try for 8 hours as best you possibly can. Watch your posture because, again, if you slouch, it affects your nervous system. As you slouch, it stops your breathing. As you slouch, it clogs up the drainage a little bit. So again, we want to be careful of that. Keep your skin clean. Wash your hands. Cover your mouth when you have to cough or sneeze into your elbow. All the basics that we remember Grandma teaching us, that was reminded by us by COVID. Keep all of those things. Hand sanitizer if you need it, but I really love soap and water the best. And don't forget, when you're feeling sick, within that first 12 to 24 hours, grab the phone, call your chiropractor, call our office, let us know you're feeling a little bit under the weather, and we'll get you into the office as quickly as we possibly can, because if we can catch you within that first 24 hours, I would say 80% of the time we can abort the cold within the first 24 hours. So I really hope you found this to be very valuable and timely information. If you're not a member, please subscribe to our channel. It helps us to grow and get this information out, and it makes it easier for people to find us. Like it, visit our website, SMCC4U, so that, again, if you need to, you can go into the patient section, download forms, call us, shoot us an email, let us know that you would like to come in for some help. We love to have you as part of our practice family, because truly, Schooley's Mountain Chiropractic Center is your leader in alternative healthcare. Thank you very much and have a great day.